Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another of my bi-weekly blogs. I hope this finds you well and having played a couple of weeks of very good golf. This week's vlog, the content basically, we look back at the Masters because I thought we had a great tournament, look at a couple of coaching sessions that I've done that have been really successful, and the main feature from today's vlog is to make sure that your game is getting ready for summer, okay? We are starting to get a bit of nice weather now. Got to do some basic checks to see if everything's as it should be, okay? So, first of all, the Masters, I personally thought it was a really good tournament. It was very close most of the way. I thought Patrick Reed played very well, despite what you think of him, whether you like him, whether you don't like him. You cannot argue with how good his golf was, especially on the last day. He was put under a lot of pressure by Rory, and he was put under a lot of pressure by Jordan Spieth, and even by his own game. Every time he dropped a shot, he picked it up at the next hole, and you cannot argue with that sort of fighting spirit. So, hats off to him. I thought he played some great golf. As for my picks didn't do too bad. Jordan Spieth really good at going on the last day. Unbelievable putt on the 16th to keep him in contention, and then just to sort of slip up a little bit on 17 and 18. I think if he'd have got that putt on 18, it may have been a little bit different, but you can't knock Patrick Reed. Like I say, every time he was asked a question, he answered it, so hats off to him, did extremely well. Jordan Spieth was one of my other picks, was one of my picks. Bubba Watson was always there or thereabouts, never really got going. Same with Justin Rose, just couldn't quite get the puts to drop. As always with Justin Rose, tee to green was great. And who was my final pick? It was Matt Kuchar, who was there or thereabouts after day one, and then just carried on where he left off. Really didn't really do much from there. But like I say, great competition, great tournament. Looking forward to next year's already. Well, next year's already, but we've got the US Open coming up in June, so that'll be the next big major competition that I'll make some comments, make some picks, and see what we can do. See if I can get any closer to picking a winner on that one. So, what else has happened? On Saturday, did a fantastic free golf girls golf session. You may have seen me advertise it on various social media platforms, on my website, that sort of thing, in and around the golf club. We had a great turnout. We had, let's have a think, how many do we have? We had 11 girls from the Hornsey area, all came down, had an hour's worth of golf, and a lot of them have showed a lot of interest in coming back next or this Saturday for my girls golf rocks session. Okay, so if you do know anybody who does want to come, the next session, if it won't be free if you've already been before, but if it's your first time, I'm happy to give you a free session, bit of a taster session, to see whether or not your daughter, your granddaughter likes it. Come along, have a go, and you'll get to meet loads of other girls who, but I think they had a great time, okay? Have a look at the pictures that I'm just putting next to me here. Really good time was had by all, so if you know anybody, I'm still trying to grow the game for girls golf in Hornsey area. Please come along, it'll be great to see you there, okay? So, now, I am going to just stop this little recording here, and I am going to go to the driving range, okay? And what we've got there is a little bit on posture, okay? So, see you shortly. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am at Hornsey Golf Club. I'm here at the practice area, and as you can see, since my last outside video, a few things have changed. Okay, for a start, I'm not wearing a hat. Number two, my sleeves are rolled up, and number three, I'm not wearing a waterproof jacket anymore, which certainly means spring is on the way. Just have a look behind me there. I saw bits of blue sky there. Temperatures are up a bit, which means summer is not far away either. Okay, so my question to you is from this vlog today is your game ready for summer? What I'm going to do is I'm going to start a little mini-series on things that you do before you swing the club. Things like grip, things like posture, things like ball position, various things like that. Today, though, what I'm going to start with posture, okay? Posture to me is one of the most important things. I find it the building blocks of a good swing. If you've got good posture, you can swing the club however you want, and you will have a very effective and repetitive swing. If your posture is not quite where it should be, that can cause more problems than you actually want. So we're going to look at what makes up a good posture. Now, as I said, posture to me is very similar to, say, the foundations of a house. If you have good foundations, you can build any sort of house on top of that. Bad foundations, that house is going to fall down quite quickly. I do not want your golf swing to fall down even before summer's got here. So let's have a look. What makes good posture? We're going to start off with our stance, okay? Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? So here we go. Start off, guys, how wide should our stance be, okay? Should it be really wide? Should it be really narrow, okay? Question is to be asked there. Personally, I have my stance just slightly wider than my shoulders. Okay, what I find this does is gives me a good solid base to swing the club from. Anything that goes too wide, I can't turn my body as effectively as I would like to. If I go too narrow, then what can happen is, whoop,
can lose a lot of balance, okay? Balance is very important in the swing. So I'm looking at getting my feet just slightly wider than my shoulders, okay? So check your feet, make sure that you have got a good wide stance going on there, okay? Next point, when we look from the side, what's these knees meant to do? Are these knees meant to stay dead straight? Are they meant to be really, really bent? Good question, right? So let's answer that. If our knees are dead straight, again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to struggle to turn and twist my body, okay? Having a little bit of flexion in the knees means that I can get some good turn going on. If I have them too bent, my problems come in then of taking that club away. I can find that I'm more likely to hit my knees with my hands, which can't be good for anybody. So, feet, check. Knees, slightly bent. What do we do now? Okay, now this is where everyone tends to fall down. What we should be looking at doing is tilting over from our waist, not from our back. We see a lot of people tilting over this way. That does not look comfy, does it? Do not want you to be doing that. What we need to do is we need to have our hands on our hips here. We need to tilt ourselves forward. This way, what we're doing is we are keeping our natural curves in our spine. Okay, anything like that's going to cause us injuries, not allow us to swing the club effectively. Okay, so feet are shoulder width apart, knees are slightly bent. From there, I am now tilting over. The last point to check for is what my head is doing. If I've got my head crouched down like this again, I'm struggling to move my body efficiently. So what I've got to make sure, got to get that head nice and high. To get that head nice and high, it makes it so much easier for me to swing the club. A few pointers there, guys. Have a look at your posture. Any of those that are not quite looking right in your posture, come and see me, okay? Best way to check this, as I'm doing, I'm filming myself. Why not? Take a picture of yourself, use your smartphone. If you've got a mirror at home, stand in the mirror, check out your posture, see what that looks like. If it didn't look something like what I did then, come and see me. The other way to check is if you haven't got a mirror at home, maybe some windows outside, that will give you an idea on what your posture looks like. Like I say, if it doesn't look anything like I just did then, you might need to come and see me. Right, I'm going to head back home now, okay, and we're going to finish off this vlog, and I hope you've enjoyed this bit. Send me some pictures of your posture if you want, and I'll give you my honest opinion as whether or not you need any help with it. Alright, see you back at home.
Right guys, so back from practice area now at Hornsey Golf Club. I hope you found that interesting. Just to summarise your key points, okay, check your stance, make sure you've got a good wide stance, not too wide obviously though. Check your knees, make sure you are not locked out at your knees or they're not too bent, okay, very important there. Main one for me, or the main two in my mind, make sure you tilt from the waist, okay? If you bend and curve your back, you're going to have back problems and you're not going to be able to swing the club effectively. Your next point is on about the head, okay? You keep that head nice and high. If that drops down, you're going to have some problems with regarding where your shoulders are going to be able to turn to. It's going to cause a lot of problems if that chin isn't high enough, okay? These all sound very, very basic things, okay, and they're often overlooked by golfers. Have a look in the mirror and check it. You've just got to take a little bit of care and attention. And in my lessons, I see people going through a routine, and it's often a habit, and it's not always a good habit, okay? It's good practice to have yourself into a routine and be doing the same thing over and over again. But if it becomes a bad habit, then you've got problems, and these things change slowly. So what I find sometimes when I'm giving my lessons is saying to people, take a little bit of care and attention. And you've got to have a bit of attention to detail, all right? And in this video, I've done something very sneakily to challenge whether or not you've been paying attention, to check just a tiny little changes here, there, and everywhere, which can make a massive difference in golf. I've changed one thing in this video, and it's a mistake I've made on purpose. First person who gets it right, I'll give them a free half-hour golf lesson. Okay, there is a mistake that I've made on purpose. See if you can spot it. Get in touch with me either by leaving a comment on my YouTube channel, replying to my tweet, Facebook, even pop into the shop and see me, email me. There's loads of ways to get in touch with me, but let me know what your answer is, and the first person to get it right will give themselves a free half-hour golf lesson, alright? Now, just to summarise this week's blog, because I'm sure you're all sick of seeing my face and hearing my voice, just a quick recap. This Saturday we've got the Junior Fun Golf at 10 o'clock. Again, if it's your first time coming to that, I will give you a session for free. Same as with the girls session at 12 till 1, okay? So that's Junior Fun Golf 10 o'clock, open to everybody. Girls only golf at 12 o'clock. If it's your first time coming, it is a free session for you. For all those who have been before, it's a usual price of just £3, and that's for the best part of an hour's coaching, if not longer. It's great value for money, and I hope to see you soon. Okay guys, that's me done for this week. Have a great golfing week, and I'll see you in and around the golf clubs. If not, I'll see you back on here in 2 weeks' time. Alright, thanks very much. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.